Welcome to BBC Earth Coins. Dive into the fascinating world of numismatics, where we uncover the real value of old coins and currency notes that are worth millions. We're diving into the fascinating history of the 1981 Lincoln 1-cent penny, a coin that has made quite a stir in the collecting world, with some specimens fetching over a whopping $1.4 million. Yes, you heard that right, this seemingly humble penny has the potential to make you a millionaire. First, let's take a trip down memory lane and explore the origins of the 1981 Lincoln penny. Produced by the United States Mint, this coin is part of the iconic Lincoln cent series that has been in circulation since 1909. The Lincoln penny was introduced to honor the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. Now, you might be wondering, what sets the 1981 Lincoln penny apart from other pennies? Well, it all comes down to a rare and valuable error that occurred during the minting process. In 1981, a small number of pennies were struck with a doubled die error, resulting in a slightly blurred or doubled image on the coin. This error was caused by a misalignment of the die used to stamp the penny, creating a unique and highly sought-after variation. But that's not all. The 1981 Lincoln penny also has another trick up its sleeve. Some pennies from this year were accidentally struck on a thicker planchet, resulting in a coin that is noticeably heavier and thicker than a standard penny. These thick pennies are extremely rare and are highly coveted by collectors for their unusual appearance and unique story. Now, let's talk about the value of the 1981 Lincoln penny. While the majority of 1981 pennies are worth face value or slightly more to collectors, the rare era coins can fetch a pretty penny on the market. In fact, some of these coins have sold for over $1.4 million at auctions, making them one of the most valuable pennies in existence. If you're lucky enough to come across a 1981 Lincoln penny with a doubled die error or struck on a thick planchet, you could be sitting on a gold mine. These coins are highly prized by collectors and investors alike, and their value is only expected to increase over time. So, keep your eyes peeled when sorting through your loose change. You never know when you might stumble upon a treasure trove of rare and valuable coins. In conclusion, the 1981 Lincoln 1-cent penny is a true gem in the world of coin collecting. With its fascinating history, rare errors, and potential for sky-high values, this humble penny has captured the hearts of collectors around the globe. So, whether you're a seasoned numismatist or a curious beginner, be sure to keep an eye out for the 1981 Lincoln penny in your collection. Who knows, you might just be holding a small fortune in the palm of your hand. We're diving into the fascinating world of the 1982 Lincoln 1-cent penny. You might be thinking, a penny from 1982? What's so special about that? Well, let me tell you, this particular penny has a history and value that might just blow your mind. First, let's talk a bit about the history of the 1982 Lincoln penny. This penny was minted in both copper and zinc varieties, due to a change in the composition of the coin that year. The copper pennies weigh in at 3.11 grams, while the zinc pennies come in slightly lighter at 2.5 grams. The transition to zinc was made to save money on production costs, as the price of copper was on the rise at the time. Now, here's where things get really interesting. In 1982, there was an error in the minting process that resulted in a small number of pennies being struck with the wrong composition. Some of the copper pennies were accidentally struck on zinc planchets, and vice versa. These transitional error pennies are extremely rare and highly sought after by collectors. One of the most famous examples of the 1982 Lincoln penny error is the small date copper penny. This particular coin is so rare that only a handful are known to exist. In fact, in 2012, one of these small date copper pennies sold at auction for over $1.5 million. Can you believe that? A little penny worth over $1 million. But that's not the only valuable penny from 1982. There are also the large date zinc pennies that were mistakenly struck on copper planchets. These coins are also highly sought after by collectors and can fetch a pretty penny, pun intended, on the open market. The value of these coins can vary depending on their condition and rarity, but they have been known to sell for tens of thousands of dollars. Now, you might be wondering how to tell if you have one of these rare 1982 Lincoln pennies in your own collection. Well, there are a few key things to look for. First, check the weight of the coin. Copper pennies should weigh in at 3.11 grams, while zinc pennies should weigh 2.5 grams. If your coin is significantly lighter or heavier than these weights, you might have a transitional era penny. Next, take a close look at the date on the coin. The small date and large date varieties are distinguishable by the size of the numbers. The small date has smaller, more delicate numbers, while the large date has larger, bolder numbers. If you find a penny with a small date or large date that doesn't match its composition, you might have a rare error coin on your hands. Finally, be sure to examine the color of the coin. Copper pennies should have a reddish-brown hue, while zinc pennies will have a more silver-gray color. If your coin doesn't match the expected color for its composition, it could be a transitional error. In conclusion, the 1982 Lincoln 1-cent penny is a small coin with a big story. From its history of composition changes to its rare error varieties worth over $1 million, this penny is a true treasure for collectors. So, if you have a jar of loose change lying around, it might just be worth your while to take a closer look at those 1982 pennies. You never know, you could be sitting on a small fortune. We're diving into the fascinating world of the 1984 Lincoln 1-cent penny. This seemingly ordinary coin has a history filled with intrigue and mystery, and some specimens have even been known to fetch over $1.6 million at auction. So stick around as we uncover the secrets behind this coveted coin. The 1984 Lincoln penny is part of the long lineage of the Lincoln cent series, which was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Since then, the U.S. Mint has produced millions of these coins, but not all of them are created equal. What sets the 1984 Lincoln penny apart from its counterparts is its unique error that occurred during the minting process. In some rare cases, a small error created a double die on the coin, making the date and lettering appear doubled. This simple mistake turned an ordinary penny into a valuable collectible worth a small fortune. So, how can you tell if you've struck gold with one of these rare 1984 double die pennies? Well, the most obvious giveaway is the doubling of the date and lettering on the coin. If you notice any shadow or ghosting effect on the numbers, you might just have a valuable treasure in your hands. But be warned, not all 1984 Lincoln pennies are created equal. The key to determining the value of your coin lies in its condition. Coins that are in mint condition with sharp, defined features are much more sought after by collectors and can fetch a higher price at auction. If you're lucky enough to come across one of these rare 1984 double die pennies, you could be looking at a payday of over $1.6 million. That's right, some of these coins have sold for jaw-dropping amounts at prestigious coin auctions, making them one of the most coveted treasures in the world of numismatics. So, where can you find one of these elusive 1984 double die pennies? Well, you might get lucky and stumble upon one in your pocket change, but your best bet is to scour coin shops, online auctions, and coin shows for a chance to add this prized possession to your collection. But remember, it's important to do your due diligence and verify the authenticity of the coin before making any purchases. Counterfeits and replicas are rampant in the world of coin collecting, so it's crucial to consult with a reputable coin expert to ensure that you're getting the real deal. The value of the 1984 double die penny continues to rise as demand for this rare coin grows among collectors and investors. Its unique history, limited availability, and undeniable allure make it a prized possession for anyone lucky enough to own one. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or just a casual enthusiast, the 1984 Lincoln penny is a piece of American history worth exploring. Its humble origins and impressive value make it a fascinating addition to any collection, and who knows, you might just stumble upon a hidden gem that could make you a millionaire overnight. Thanks for joining us on this journey through the captivating world of the 1984 Lincoln penny. Remember to keep your eyes peeled for that elusive double die error. You never know when you might come across a small fortune in your pocket. We dive into the fascinating world of coin collecting. Today, we have a special treat for you as we take a closer look at the 1985 Lincoln 1-cent penny. Did you know that this seemingly ordinary coin has a remarkable history and could be worth over $1.4 million? Stick around as we uncover the secrets of this valuable penny. Let's start by delving into the history of the 1985 Lincoln 1-cent penny. This coin was part of the regular issue of Lincoln pennies minted in 1985 by the United States Mint. The obverse of the coin features the iconic image of Abraham Lincoln, while the reverse showcases the Lincoln Memorial. What sets this particular penny apart is its rarity, as there were only a limited number of these coins minted in 1985. This scarcity has contributed to its immense value in the eyes of collectors. One of the key features that make the 1985 Lincoln 1-cent penny so coveted by collectors is its composition. Unlike the common copper-plated zinc pennies of today, the 1985 penny was made of 95% copper and 5% zinc. This unique composition adds to the coin's allure and makes it a standout piece in any collection. Additionally, the quality of the minting process and the condition of the coin can greatly affect its value. A well-preserved 1985 Lincoln penny in mint condition can fetch a hefty sum at auctions and coin shows. Now, let's address the burning question on everyone's mind: just how much is the 1985 Lincoln 1-cent penny worth? Well, brace yourself, because this humble penny could potentially be valued at over $1.4 million. The key to unlocking this massive worth lies in the penny's rarity and condition. Coins that are in pristine condition and possess unique characteristics, such as minting errors or rare variants, can command astronomical prices in the coin collecting world. So, if you happen to stumble upon a 1985 Lincoln penny in your coin jar, make sure to have it appraised by a reputable coin dealer to determine its true value. To put things into perspective, let's take a look at some notable sales of the 1985 Lincoln 1-cent penny. In recent years, several rare 1985 pennies have been auctioned off for jaw-dropping amounts. One such penny, known as the double die obverse variety, sold for over $1 million at a prestigious coin auction. This particular coin had a striking error in the minting process, which resulted in a doubled image of Lincoln's profile on the obverse side. This error made the coin a highly sought-after collector's item and drove up its value significantly. Collecting tips: if you're eager to get your hands on a valuable 1985 Lincoln 1-cent penny, here are some tips to help you in your collecting journey. First and foremost, educate yourself about the various minting errors, varieties, and grading standards that can affect a coin's worth. Joining online coin collecting forums and attending coin shows can also be helpful in expanding your knowledge and connecting with fellow collectors. Lastly, don't be afraid to seek the expertise of seasoned coin dealers and appraisers when evaluating the value of your coins. A trained eye can spot the subtle nuances that can make all the difference in determining a coin's true worth. As we wrap up our exploration of the 1985 Lincoln 1-cent penny, we hope you've gained a newfound appreciation for this unassuming coin with a remarkable story. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a novice enthusiast, the world of coin collecting is full of surprises and hidden treasures waiting to be discovered. So, keep your eyes peeled the next time you come across a penny from 1985. You never know, it could be worth over $1.4 million. We dive into the fascinating world of numismatics. Today, we have a special treat for you as we take a closer look at the 1986 Lincoln 1-cent penny. This seemingly ordinary coin has a fascinating history and has been known to be worth over $1.6 million. So sit back, relax, and let's unravel the secrets behind this valuable penny. First off, let's talk about the design of the 1986 Lincoln 1-cent penny. The obverse of the coin features the iconic profile of President Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. This design has been a staple of the penny since its inception in 1909 to commemorate Lincoln's 100th birthday. The reverse of the coin showcases the Lincoln Memorial, a monumental tribute to the great president located in Washington, D.C. The simple yet elegant design of this penny has made it a favorite among collectors. Now, let's delve into the history behind the 1986 Lincoln 1-cent penny. In 1986, the United States Mint produced over 7 billion pennies, with the majority of them being struck in Philadelphia and Denver. These pennies were made of copper-plated zinc, as opposed to the previous composition of 95% copper and 5% zinc. This change in composition was due to rising copper prices at the time, making it more cost-effective to produce the coin with a zinc core. What makes the 1986 Lincoln 1-cent penny so valuable? Well, it all comes down to a rare error that occurred during the minting process. In a small number of pennies, a double die error occurred, causing the coin to have a slightly blurred or doubled appearance. This error is highly sought after by collectors and can fetch a hefty price on the market. In fact, some 1986 Lincoln 1-cent pennies with this error have been known to sell for over $1.6 million at auction. If you're lucky enough to stumble across one of these rare coins in your pocket change, consider yourself incredibly fortunate. The chances of finding a 1986 Lincoln 1-cent penny with a double die error are slim, but not impossible. Keep an eye out for any subtle abnormalities in the design of the coin, as this could indicate that you have a valuable treasure in your possession. In addition to the double die error, there are other factors that can contribute to the value of a 1986 Lincoln 1-cent penny. The condition of the coin is crucial, with uncirculated coins typically commanding a higher price. Any signs of wear or damage can significantly reduce the value of the coin. Additionally, coins that have been professionally graded and certified by a reputable organization such as the Professional Coin Grading Service (PCGS) or the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation (NGC) will also fetch a higher price on the market. So, how can you determine the value of your 1986 Lincoln 1-cent penny? Well, the best way is to have the coin appraised by a professional coin dealer or numismatist. They will be able to provide you with an accurate assessment of the coin's worth based on factors such as rarity, condition, and demand. You can also consult online price guides and auction websites to get an idea of the current market value of the coin. In conclusion, the 1986 Lincoln 1-cent penny is a fascinating coin with a rich history and the potential to be worth over $1.6 million. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, this coin is definitely one to keep an eye out for. Who knows, you may be the lucky owner of a rare double die error coin that could fetch a hefty sum at auction. Thanks for tuning in, and until next time, happy collecting!